I'm not thrilled with this list.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say.
I really loved every song on my last Best of the Year list. This year, the pickings were kinda slim. And these are all gonna be songs I like. I'm just saying, I don't know how many would have made it on my year-end list in better years. There's just not a lot of strong competition. Matter of fact, I think 2014 might set a record not only for the worst hits, but also for the least hits. You remember how I mentioned in a video how static the year was, right? For like weeks and weeks and weeks? Yeah, that fact did this list no favors. I feel like I had a lot less music to choose from somehow. I'm not even sure how Billboard even managed to release a year-end 100. Shouldn't it be like a year-end 53? But you know what? It is what it is. I still listen to top 40 stuff more than I listen to anything else. Surely this year wasn't a total waste. Well, we'll see. This is the top 10 best hit songs of 2014. Number 10.
Tell me something I need to know. Then take my breath and never let it go. If you just let me invade your space, I'll take the pleasure.
I'm sorry, what were we talking about?
'Cause if you want to keep me, you gotta love me harder. And if you
I feel bad that I talk such smack about Ariana Grande's ability to be sexy, because, yeah, this is doing it for me. Hey, I get to be gross every once in a while, right? I don't do it that often.
And if in the moment I bite my lip.
Ariana Grande is a beautiful young woman who is singing about how you need to love her harder, and that is not a double entendre. That means a total of one thing, and it's exactly the one you think it means.
Gotta love me harder.
Yeah, not a lot of room for interpretation in this one. But yeah, this one works for me in all the way that Bang Bang didn't. Sexy where the other was just embarrassing, low and seductive where the other was noisy and overbearing. Matter of fact, Ariana Grande needs to do a lot more cooing and a lot less belting, because restraint is a good look on her. Also, the slower tempo means she doesn't sound like she's trying to sing and brush her teeth at the same time. I can actually understand what she's saying. This would be higher, but I do get the feeling that Ariana is still growing into adulthood, although I hope she keeps up this direction. But more importantly, who the hell is this guy?
I know your motives and you know mine. The ones that love me.
I'm sorry, I don't see the big deal about this guy, the Weeknd. Just another one of those guys who are trying to be Romeo despite having a voice like a leaking balloon.
When I get you moaning, you know it's real.
Trying to brag about how good he is. I don't know if I buy it, considering the whole point of the song is that he's not doing it hard enough.
So what do I do if I can't figure it out?
You got to try again.
Sounds to me like the weekend is over much too quickly, if you follow. More like the weekend, am I right? I'll stop.
'Cause if you want to keep me.
Yeah, this goes back to the Ariana I like, not the Christina Aguilera wannabe that we got for most of the year. And while we're talking, I need to apologize for pronouncing Ariana Grande's name in a billion different ways. I know the video, yeah. Who knew there were so many ways to mispronounce a person's name? Yeah. Well, anyway. Number 9. So it's 2012, and I'm watching a kids movie on Netflix, and this is what I hear.
I'm having a bad day. It's about time that I get my way. Steamrolling whatever I see.
Who is that? Oh no, I liked that guy. Wow, his career is over. When you've reached the Randy Newman phase of soundtrack and kids movies, you might as well pack it in. Oh, especially if you work with that Robin Thicke guy. That guy's never gonna have a real hit. And with that, I've officially reached 5,000 bad predictions in a row! I could not have reached this milestone without the support of my loyal fans who give me the courage to keep failing over and over.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break.
That didn't seem crazy at all. It seemed pretty reasonable.
Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along.
I'm happy, and I'm happy too. I wanted Pharrell to have his big comeback because, fun fact I never shared with you guys, I actually went to the same high school as Pharrell.
The world is about to feel.
Not at the same time, obviously, but he was just getting famous when I was in school, and some of my teachers would talk about having him as a student, and he'd show up at homecoming games. He wore his high school jacket on TV, so me and Pharrell, we go way back. Yeah, Va Beach was all about the Neptunes. We called Virginia Beach Va Beach. And at my prom, the DJ kept shouting, "Star Trek, what?" Which is, it's the name of Pharrell's label, Star Trek. And everyone was throwing up the Star Trek sign, which is it's the Vulcan, long live and prosper. Holy cow, I never realized how dorky this all is. But, the song is dorky. In 2014, he decided that his trademark was going to be a stupid hat and a hit song about being happy. Happy about what? Nothing, just happy.
Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do.
He wrote a song about if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. But while I do appreciate pretty much every retro soul fluke hit that gets big, this one I like primarily because of Pharrell's voice.
Clap along if you feel like a
Most of these, neo soul guys that model themselves on, Barry White or Marvin Gaye or the young Michael Jackson. Pharrell is going for a more Smokey Robinson or Curtis Mayfield, smooth, relaxed, utterly secure in its own awesomeness. It's just a song I'm glad exists, although I'm not so sure what emotion I'm supposed to project on a room without a roof.
clap along if you feel like a room without a roof.
I feel dreadfully incomplete, useless, and unable to deal with the weather. So yeah, I guess that describes me.
That's what you want to do.
Number 8. Justin Timberlake's comeback has been a colossal disappointment. Now, I like Suit and Tie. No, I loved Suit and Tie, but I have not been even a little impressed with any of his other new singles, and it's ridiculous because Justin Timberlake is still very much our model for pop singers. We want Justin Timberlake songs. We need Justin Timberlake songs. And if Justin Timberlake isn't going to give us any good Justin Timberlake songs, we'll just have to get them from somewhere else.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Ed Sheeran.
Okay, let's not be silly.
It's late in the evening, lost on the side.
Are you serious?
I need you, darling, come on, set the tone. If you feel
Did the best Justin Timberlake song of the year come from Ed Sheeran? The world is upside down! Okay, that round-faced dork you see here is not a pop star. He's a folk singer. He plays acoustic guitar. The last time I saw an acoustic folk singer try to remake themselves as a hot young pop star was Jewel, and it was bad. It was real bad. Ed Sheeran's pop makeover should have been a disaster along those lines, and yet it's surprisingly credible.
let it go until our roads are changed, singing we found love in a local radio.
In fact, I think it's better than Like I Love You, the Justin Timberlake song it's obviously based off of. But even more than Justin, am I the only one that's reminded of Flight of the Conchords here? And it reminds me of another person who tried to pull off this white boy guitar playing folk rapper shtick, Jason Mraz. He doesn't do that anymore, largely because I think he's figured out it was entirely embarrassing. His intricate rhymes are just meaningless gibberish.
Because I am the wizard of booze and ours and fa-la-las. Yeah, the Mr. A to Z, they say I'm all about the wordplay.
What the hell are you talking about? My god, this is lame. Ed, meanwhile, folk raps about going to a club and getting laid. That's what you rap about. Congratulations, Ed. You get the most improved trophy of 2014. I just can't get over this. The party jam of the year came from this dork. And he's still very clearly a dork. He just added an awesome dance jam to his music. Okay. Good on you, Ed. Keep it up. Number 7.
Don't win my love. That heart is so cold. All over my own. I don't wanna know that, babe.
Oh, well, I guess he did keep it up. How about that? Okay, a good hook forgives everything. That's basically the reason this is higher than Sing, which didn't really have a chorus. Instead of being a club banger, this one is a breakup jam about the girl who broke his heart.
And I never saw him as a threat until you disappeared with him to have sex, of course.
Andy, this is the exact kind of song that makes wigwags so insufferable, and this one in particular is way oversharing-y. Like, he's pretty clearly talking about a specific person. Someone who's also famous.
But me and her, we make money the same way. 4 cities, 2 planes the same day.
And because we have the internet, you can find out who it is pretty easily. You can also find out who the other dude was. If this was played as a regular acoustic guitar song, this would be insufferable. Matter of fact, I still don't like that I can see a little bit of that college douche whininess starting to creep back in towards the end. If Ed had been trying to just make me feel sorry for him, he would have failed.
And I wasn't looking for a promise or commitment, but it was never just fun, and I thought you were different.
Oh, you're kinda actually not really your girlfriend slept with a guy from One Direction. Well, that's karmic payback for giving One Direction that awful song you wrote instead of flushing it down the toilet. But the hook is what makes it okay. It just doesn't register like a guy whining about his ex because a slinky dark R&B jam makes this thing work way better than a woe is me, oh I'm so sensitive folk song. It's about the groove, and that's what keeps the song going. And Ed, I'm actually starting to like you and think that you're talented. This is confusing and weird, and I don't like it. Can we just go back to the boring Ed Sheeran?
Will your mouth still remember the taste of my love? Will your eyes still smile from your cheek?
There we go. Phew. I was getting worried there for a while. Everything is back to normal. Number 6. You know how after you get out of a bad relationship, it tends to feel good, right? You know, yay, freedom. I can do whatever I want, see whatever I want to see, and you know, I can do so much. But then after a while, you remember how much being single sucks, and you start getting lonely, and then suddenly you start to look back, and you know, maybe it wasn't that bad, right? You know, hey, maybe, you know, we can hang out, and maybe we should get back together, give it another try, and it'll work this time. What I'm saying is there's a Katy Perry song on this list.
But when you're with me, I'll give you a taste. Make it like your birthday every day. I know you like it sweet, so you can have your cake. Give you something good to celebrate.
Katy Perry's whole career is based around being just tasteless enough. It's a tough line to walk, as demonstrated by the fact that she seems to have lost the ability to find that right balance these last couple of years.
Already brushing off the dust.
Not tasteless enough,
This love will make you levitate.
too tasteless,
Unconditional.
not tasteless enough.
It's no big deal. It's no big deal. It's no big deal.
Okay, way too tasteless. I'm not sure why, but holy god, this song makes my skin crawl. There we go, just right.
Pop your confetti, put your berry on.
Mostly, this is the only halfway decent song Katy Perry has released in years. God, it's nice to know that Katy Perry can still find it in her to be entertainingly loathsome. Now let's see her try some comedy.
Did you hear about the rabbi who did free circumcision? He only did it for tips.
As deft a hand as always, madam. And to think they gave the Oscar hosting job to Ellen this year.
Happy birthday.
But yeah, this is exactly what Katy Perry is good at. Making bright, glittery music that's sexy in a tacky, awful kind of way. I don't know how she's managed to pull it off as many times she has. I mean, these double entendres are pretty shameless.
So let me get you in your birthday suit. It's time to bring out the big balloons.
Wait, say that again?
It's time to bring out the big balloons.
Oh, I guess Katy Perry does have a song about her own boobs.
Is it weird that you're wrong? Remind me of a Katy Perry song.
Sorry, Jason Derulo, you weren't making that song up. I take that one back. The rest stands. To be honest, just like a birthday only comes once a year, Katy Perry is probably best enjoyed sparingly. And I'd happily go without her the other 364 days. At least it's better than that third-rate idiot Jeremiah's birthday sex. Yeah, I'll take Katy any day.